What's going on, everybody? Brian here from Brian's Broadcast. I hope all of you are doing fantastic. Today, I have something from the house of Royal Aroma Oud. So stick around and make sure you're subscribed to this channel and you hit the thumbs up button if you like fragrance related contents. Now, this particular house reached out to me on Instagram and said if I was interested to test out some of their fragrances with the opportunity to speak out my heart. So basically, this is a sponsored content, but I have not been given any money, monetary benefits, or anything, or like asked to say false things about them. This is just a plain and simple, honest review of their products. Now, the oil that I have today with me is called Soir. Now, they sent me 3 fragrances, 3 perfume oils, or attars, whatever you call it. I will be reviewing them very soon, and I took my time with these ones because I've been testing them for quite a while now. The one that I'm holding here is called Soir, and look at this beautiful caramel kind of juice, and it's a very nice small bottle. It's a 6 ml size, and it comes with a rollerball applicator. Now, with oils, if you have been following my channel, I kept on saying that oils are not one of those monster projection things, right? It does not contain any alcohol, so there's no carrier agent for the perfume particles or chemicals, aroma chemicals to, go around in the air. But oils work in a way that when you apply on your skin and then when your body heats up, you move around, the air is flowing over it. That's when the fragrance moves around. It engulfs you, engulfs your senses, and it reaches the person around you, right? That's how it works. Let's talk about Soir. Soir, again, don't be confused with MFK's Grand Soir. It does not go into that realm. It's very, very different. So if you're wondering, hey Brian, is it something like Grand Soir from MFK? No, it's not. Period. So let's talk about Soir from Royal Aroma Oud. Now, this house is based in London. They sent me 3 fragrances, and with this particular one, the moment you apply it, now the notes are not written on the website, but what I'm telling you is exactly what I felt. And I have not been, again, like I said, although a sponsored content, but I have not been asked to say anything good, bad, whatsoever. I have my full freedom here. So when I first applied this fragrance and I've been using it, I still have it on my hand. I don't know if you can see it, like I did a little rubbing and you can tell I have this thing over here. And the moment you apply this fragrance, you get this warm, very warm and inviting feel. And I have a feeling there's a lot of clove oil in here. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's how I felt. And the clove oil, it seems very smooth and it's very warm and inviting. That's the opening. This fragrance, like slowly, very slowly, again, this is because this is concentrated oil right here. It takes time to develop and change. So once it starts changing, you get this nice vanilla tonka bean combination. So the tonka bean over here has this kind of like a sweetness. The vanilla is like the smooth vanilla, not the dry one, but the tonka bean has the dryness. Now there's a smoothness and there's a dryness. So there's the sweet tonka bean alongside the clove or whatever warm thing you expect or feel in the opening, besides working with the vanilla beautifully. Like, it develops very nicely, very nice, very calming, very comforting. Something you would wear in the evenings. Of course, daytime application is totally fine. Like, I've been wearing this thing in the office, and the best part is because it's not too loud. It's not too much, pronounced. So what happens is, like, when you move around, maybe you're moving your hands here and there, or you yourself is moving around, it leaves a very nice, comforting scent trail. That's the most important part. So it gives you that very nice, beautiful, gentlemanly feel. That's the kind of feeling, that's the kind of essence you get from this fragrance. So over here, as I can see, they also mentioned the use of benzoin, and let's see what else they got. They also mention darkness of cistus labdanum. So what I can feel is benzoin is something. It's something. It's kind of a resin, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And then cistus labdanum is that sweet consistency from some kind of a flowery plant. So it actually develops like very nicely. You get that consistency, like a sweet kind of consistency towards the dry down. But of course, the vanilla and the tonka bean lives through. Whatever warmth you got in the opening, right? That one's gone by now. Now all you're left with is tad bit like a woody kind of feel. I don't detect any oud. I never detected any wood, but yes, there is kind of like a floral part to it, but it's not one of those feminine kind of floral. I mean, yeah, it just lives. It's very nice. You may think like at one point you may have a feeling like, hey, do I smell something medicinal over here? It's not the medicinal thing. I can assure you that it's definitely the benzoin and the cistus labdanum that's working in conjunction with the tonka bean. If you have noticed, if you have ever used Armani Code, the eau de parfum concentration, right? Like there's a kind of thing like that in the opening. That's the kind of feeling you'll get as this fragrance is drying down. So that was my experience with Soir from the house of Royal Aroma Oud. And again, because it's not a monster projector, but because it's an oil, it lives for a very long time. Now, talking about application, usually like a lot of people will say, hey, just take the thing off, just dab a little. That's very wrong, guys. It's absolutely wrong. The proper way to apply oil would be like, of course, because this is a roller ball, what I do personally is I'll just make a couple of swipes so that I get enough on my palm, and then I'll just rub it like, like smudge it slowly and massage it into my skin, but like not too hard, but you just apply it. I mean, you do get it, like it's a very slight and mild contact. That way, what happens is you're increasing the surface area for the oil to spread, and it projects more. So if you apply like around your shoulders, around your chest, put some on your neck, behind your ears, and of course, if you put it over here at the top of your hand, and like on the forearm, this thing lives for a very, very long time. Usually, like I get like around 8 to 10 hours very easily. It goes through and then lives as a very comforting and very close, intimate skin scent. Absolutely enjoyable, something you would enjoy in the evenings more, but of course, this is something very neutral, very much pleasant. You could use it during daytime. Of course, maybe if you're in the office, you're wondering if it's office safe. Yes, it is office safe. Will your lover or Valentine or whoever it is, will they like it? They will. This is something very, like I said, it's very neutral, very lovable. Nothing bad about this fragrance. Nothing pungent, nothing sharp. Very smooth, very well blended, and very nice. And again, sponsored content, but full freedom to speak whatever I want. So that was my take on Royal Aroma Oud's Soir. If you like their products, if you like what I said, if you're interested in something like this, the description has the link to the website and to this fragrance. Go ahead, check them out. They don't cost a lot. I think as per the website, maybe a 3 ml bottle will cost you something around $10 and maybe some added shipping, but that's totally cool. It's very much affordable. It's not going to cost you an arm and leg. That was my take on Soir from the house of Royal Aroma Oud. Let me know in the comments section if you like this review, if you have ever used any one of their products. So until the next video, guys, please take care, stay safe, and all the best.